My name is Jeremy Bowes. I'm a professor, a tenured professor at OCAD University. Our research is on the QTRIC project, which is really about e-bus deployment in Canada. And so our research is really around visualizing e-bus performance, e-bus deployment, and e-bus kind of factors. And we're working with QTRIC and a number of other academic partners to really tell and show people how electric buses can be deployed in Canada. Our research centers around looking at different factors. So for instance, what we'll do is we will access data from different electric bus companies, battery performance companies, capacity, some agencies like transit agencies. We collect and integrate most of that data. And then what we do is we work with users, and a lot of the users are industry partners at QTRIC. And we'll work with them to decide with them what kinds of things they want to visualize. And with that, what we try and do is visualize the kinds of factors that will allow them to make decisions around the kind of battery or the kind of bus or the kind of route they have, because every installation is different. So for instance, some regions may have routes where electric buses have to navigate really difficult territory. Or in Canada, we have to navigate, climate drastic change like today where it's -20 or something like that. So those are all factors that we want to model. And so what we do is we create visualizations and we create modeling. Usually it takes the form of a dashboard where a user could go on the dashboard and decide what kinds of data they want to compare, and whether they want to compare battery efficiency on a particular route, or they want to compare maybe capacity and how that affects the ability of an electric bus to navigate a particular route. So there's lots of factors that we would kind of look at. In the future, like now, many people look at transit on their phone. They have an app, whether it's Rocketman in Toronto or something like that, and you want to know information about your transit, when it's coming, whether it's on time, etc. If you expand that repertoire, and especially if we're now getting and making more what I would call integrated networks for information, you could see that, for instance, it's possible in the future to look on your phone and find out whether the bus that's coming is full, whether the bus is the route that you thought you were going to take, any other factors, whether it has specific facilities, whether it's a kneeling bus. All of those kinds of factors you could now see in future because the data would be available on the network. We know that there's data protection issues, but I think as we go forward in the future, all of that information management will be managed in a way that many people can access it. And so it will make a kind of transit system much more accessible for all of its users, including the people who manage the fleets and operate the fleets and drive the buses.